Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 261. It's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG and it's located on the northeast spawn of Live Oaks. And the name of the commander is Teulis. Now he's got an 18cm howitzer mounted on the chassis of an IS-7. And he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel, so he's played this Arty quite a bit, knows how to handle it. And the battle has commenced. Now in the background you can see a Conqueror gun carriage and a Batchat 155-58. And Teulis is headed over to the railway yard to the piles of, was it coal or gravel? Or is he going to go right to the very back? Well, I think he's going to the back, actually. Oh, right up against the edge of the map. Careful not to knock the tree down, because that'll tell people where you are. And yes, he's going right into the corner. Okay, now he's extending his aim and looking for a target. And the first target he's picked up is a Sheridan. And that's a Tier 10 scout. Lining him up for a shot, but he lost sight of him. So he's going to hold fire because he's only got 18 rounds of standard HE. No premium ammo in this vehicle. And that's going to help him because he should be able to make a profit. Okay, there's a 1-2-1 there. And it looks like that's a Unicum player as well. Unfortunately, those buildings are going to obstruct his field of fire. He can't get a shell onto that 1-2-1. He can. Oh, just now he did. He fired and they hit the building. And I'm afraid this water tower is actually going to be a bit of a problem for him because it does appear that it's actually going to obstruct some of the shots that he takes. When he was trying to aim at that 1-2-1, as he was adjusting his aim, he got a red line. He's got a red line at the moment, you see, so something is blocking his path. And I think that's the water tower. So he might want to consider moving a little south just to ensure that he can fire at these enemies. In fact, he might want to shoot at that Sheridan because that Sheridan's come back into view again. Yep, there he is. Dialing in the aim. And round out. Oh, right onto the rear of the Sheridan. 326 hit points. That was a good shot. That was very much worth it. And the Sheridan's just been taken out by the Conqueror gun carriage. So he claims the kill whilst Teulis gets the damage. Okay, he's adjusted his position a little. And he's reloaded. Right, going after a T-57 Heavy, American Tier 10 Heavy. It's a difficult shot. He's firing over that building. If he fires right now, he'll probably hit the building. There's an E-100 over there. Oh, an even better target. It's the enemy Arty, a Batchat 155-58. And he fires the round in clutch. And he gets a direct hit! 490 hit points. Kills him outright. One shot. Really good shooting. And that was a clutch shot. And it looks like he's got a platoon mate in a T-57 Heavy there. And he's going after that Unicum again. And this time there's no obstructions in the way. And the 1-2-1's gone down. He's been taken out by the E-100. Now the reload on the Object 261 is about 25 seconds. Oh, good hit there. 369 hit points. I say it's around about 25 seconds. I think about some have about 35 seconds. Oh, a lot of firing going on. Okay, now he's probably going to have to relocate behind cover because he might be spotted if he's not careful. We can see the Conqueror's adjusting his aim there. It looks like the tanks that have gone down the railway route have actually succeeded in getting quite some way towards the enemy cap, and I believe that what Teulis is doing at this moment is probably the smart move, because by relocating further south, even if the enemy were to break out of the town and there's nothing to stop them coming out of the town now, he's still going to be able to fire at them. if he can get down to the dip, he can use the dip as cover. Okay, we saw that STB going back to help with the defense, and I think he can use this little dip here to fire back. Okay, set up. He's now looking at the enemy using battle assistant. That'll turn his vehicle around so he can select his target. And some of the enemy are heading back to their own cap. Okay, fires a round in, clutch at the object 140, gets 145 hit points, 2 critical hits. And there's that E100. Now, the GWE100, the enemy Arty has been spotted. There's another one. Oh, yeah, he's just been taken out by the Conqueror gun carriage, who's quick off the mark. Right, is he going to go for the Gorilla 15 or the Death Star? The FV215B183. Go for the Gorilla. Round out. Oh, he hit the target. He definitely hit something. There was no explosion. T-57 Heavy facing off against the Object 907, the other side of that hill. Can't see it. The hill's in the way. He's out of sight at the moment. There he is. Right, lining him up for a shot. Can he get him? Not at the moment. Can now. Round out. Splashes him for 228. And he's picking up some stun assist. In fact, actually, it was damage assist because he actually took out the tracks of the T-57. And there's a Batchat 25 ton there, making it to the water's edge. He assassinates that T-62A, and he's just pulling back. Now, can he get another shot? He's got to wait for the reload, but it's almost complete. And round out. Oh, well, splash hit. 100 hit points. There's an E100 in that yard, in the building yard. Oh, there's an FV4005. As the new name for that vehicle is the Jedi Barn, after TC Freer managed to get some amazing shots in that vehicle. No longer the ship barn, it's now the Jedi Barn. Round out. Oh, he thought it was going to move forward. He anticipated the FV moving forward, but it didn't. It stopped. And now that poor E100 has got 3 tanks attacking him simultaneously. This is going to be rather awkward. The FV is obviously reloading. He takes out the Object 140, but he's going to be in reload now. And he needs help. And the FV4005 only managed to get 88 hit points off the E100 there. But the good news is that Teulis is now reloaded, so he can fire in at those if they weren't hiding behind the building. Oh, now the Death Star's gone into that courtyard. Now he can get a shot in there if it's just over the top. Round out. And right into the side of the Death Star. 327. Good shot. But I think that E100 is going to go down to the next shot. Yes, he has. Right, now Teulis is going to have to relocate back to his own cap. Although that E100 has still not made it to the cap. In fact, actually, he's now been spotted further south. Oh, and Teulis is loaded, so we can actually fire a round in at the E100. Gets a direct hit for 413. That is very useful because it reduces the E100 to about 3% of his health. Or 3% or 30%. Still very low. And the Gorilla's taken out. He's been taken out by the Striv. Right, there's a mouse. And he's about to get hit by an 18 centimeter shell. And he has been. Direct hit. Beautiful shooting. He's picked up some stun assists. We don't know how much damage he actually did with the initial shot, but he's certainly picking up a lot of stun assists. He's already up to 1,855 known stun assists and 2.4k of actual damage, recorded damage. But I think he's actually, his figures are actually a lot higher because there were some blind shots in there. Okay, that Batchat's come up from the other end, and the STB's looking to get a shot in. And unfortunately, we got the building in the way there. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, those buildings are in the way, so he needs to go right to the back of the map. He's going to look south. I think he thinks the Death Star and the FE4005 are coming up from that direction. The only problem is there's only one tank south of him who'll be spotting for him. So that's the STB. No, it's the Strivs, sorry. Strivs further south. Strivs going down the railway line. Now, if he can spot those tanks as they make their way up the railway line. He's gone to the inner side, the lake side, not the outer. That would be helpful because he can sit in the bushes there and he'll be fairly well camouflaged. They won't be able to see him, but he should be able to detect them as they go by. The Conqueror gun carriage is going south. The Death Star is going to that hill where the TDs normally hide. And the STB is looking through the town. Right, I think they're thinking it's going to be a two-pronged attack from different directions. The enemy's got 3 vehicles. Death Star, a Jedi Barn, and an E100. There's the first one. Okay, it's the Jedi Barn. Spotted by the STRV. Let's come down this side to see if he can get a shot. And round out. Oh, splash hit. 251. He's got 5 rounds of ammo left. More than enough to deal with that FV4005. But the Striv is going to be able to put a few holes in that Striv as well, in that Jedi Barn as well. And there's the Death Star. Now, the Death Star's the higher priority target because he's got very low HP. 93, and the Striv takes him out, so that saves us having to do that. Now, where's that FE4005 got to? He's more than likely still there. I think he's waiting for the STRV to come up the hill and take a poke and have a look at him. Well, the Striv's not biting. He's staying low. There's the U100. The STB's going after him. Okay, now he's full health, so we are going to need to help him. And looks like the other Artys are also helping, round out by Teulis. Good hit. 205 from a splash, but he is going to have to reload. He's got 4 rounds of ammo left. Now, where did that FV4005 go? The Striv managed to finish off the E100. So, that's the 2-minute hooter. There's the FE. Oh, he just took the Striv out from behind. Round out. And that splashes the FE for 337. The other Arty fires in, takes him out for 60 hit points and wins the game. Wow, that was tense at the end. Didn't know where that Jedi Barn had gone. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. And it's a first class tanker for Teulis in the Object 261. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17. And he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And lastly, he got a Confederate because despite the fact that he didn't do that many in the way of kills, he actually only got 1 kill. The Batchat 155-58 with a beautiful shot. He actually hit more of the enemy than anyone else's team, and that picks up a Confederate for him. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he got the second highest damage. The Striv managed to get 5,390 hit points, whilst Teulis managed to get 4,355. He didn't get the highest number of kills. That went to the Conqueror gun carriage, who was doing a really good job at kill stealing. And there's no problem with that because he was finishing them off. And he managed to get 4 kills. The Striv managed to get 3. The STB managed to get 2. But unfortunately, Teulis only got 1. But that doesn't matter because when it came to the base XP, he got the highest. He got 984 experience points on base experience points. So let's have a look at detail report. He fired 15 rounds. He still had 3 rounds spare at the end of the battle. He got 7 direct hits, 7 penetrations, and 7 splash. Damage of 4,355 hit points, all of which was at more than 300 meters. He damaged 11 enemy vehicles. That's more than 2/3 of the enemy team, but he only killed 1 of them. But he did do damage assistance of 801 hit points and stun assistance of 2,173 off 13 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 73,949 credits, and he got a personal missions payout of 10,000, but his ammunition resupply was 29,700, and that means his credits to take away were 54,249. He received 1,476 XP, and he got a personal missions payout again of 738, and he got an extra 295 XP for playing in the platoon, which means he took away 2,509 XP altogether. So a very, very good battle by Teulis. Congratulations. Nice to get a Gore's medal and Confederate. I know I've picked them up myself, and I find it's very satisfying because you know you've done a lot of good work for the team if you pick up a Confederate. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that will be featuring in the next video.